Hey, what do you think about the modern Dallas Cowboys situation here? What's going to happen with the Dak? Do you think that they should pay Dak whatever it costs to bring him back? What do you think about the 2021 Cowboys?
Yeah, I think they should pay Dak. I think they'll bring him back, and I think Jerry understands what he has in Dak. I think Jerry is one of Dak's biggest fans. That's why it's mystifying, and everybody around here is scratching their head as to why he hasn't signed Dak to a long-term contract. But now you see what happened to Carson Wentz up in Philadelphia going to Indianapolis, and the big contract they gave him, and he didn't hold up to it. Look at Goff out in L.A. gave him the big contract, and he didn't live up to it. And even Matthew Stafford up in Detroit, he got the big money and the long extended year contract, and he didn't have much success either. So maybe that's making Jerry a little gun shy, and that's in this situation. But hey, where do you go if you don't sign Dak? And if you let him go, and especially if you let him play under the franchise tag this season, and you don't sign him anywhere along the line to a long-term contract, Dak ain't going to be here after that. The man has a lot of pride, and he sees what's going on. He wants to be quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. It is a big deal, and he knows that. How many quarterbacks you see doing national TV commercials? I don't see Carson Wentz or Jared Goff doing commercials. Who do you see? Tom Brady, and maybe back in the day a little bit was Peyton Manning. Of course, he's still doing them. But there's the quality guys that corporate America wants to associate with, and Jerry Jones is all about corporate America. So he wants to associate with Dak Prescott, and I think they'll find a way to work this out. But if he has to play the full season under that franchise tag, Jerry's really taking a risk in that case. In that case, he's taking a risk, not only with Dak as the quarterback of the Cowboys, but within the rest of that football team, because Dak has a tremendous influence in that locker room. He is the leader. He sets the pace, much like Roger Staubach set the pace for us. And then after that, Danny White, much like Troy Aikman set the pace for the guys of the 90s. They were the leaders. You emulated what they did. They worked out, you worked out. They ran extra routes. Through extra routes, you were running the extra routes and stuff like that. So that's what Dak's real value is. He's a winner on the football field, of course. You look at his record, but his real value to the Dallas Cowboys, what he means to the rest of that football team and to that locker room. And Jerry understands that for sure.